welcome back. Today we're going to make classic mac and cheese. Where can you go wrong with that? All right, let's get started. So let's go through our ingredients. I have 4 cups of pasta. I have some panko breadcrumbs and crackers. That's going to be our topping. I have a little ground mustard. I have a touch of Tabasco. I have a stick of butter. I have some mild cheddar cheese, some Velveeta, some smoked Gouda, some Gruyere, and some Parmesan. And I have 2 cans of evaporated milk. Cheeses, you can play with whatever cheeses you like. Just straight up classic mac and cheese, it'd probably use what your mom makes. It'd probably just be Velveeta. Today, I'm gonna add a few others and spice this up a little bit. You can also use heavy whipping cream. You can also use milk, but I like evaporated milk. It gives it just an added layer of flavor. Meet you at the stove. All right, so what we got here is I have my pasta water boiling over here, and I'm not putting my pasta in yet. Okay, so we're gonna add our stick of butter and let that melt. While that's melting, we're gonna pour our 4 cups of pasta. And I'm using large elbow macaroni. You can use whatever pasta you would like. And we're gonna undercook this pasta because we're gonna put it in the oven. So I'm gonna set my timer for about 5 minutes, which is about 2 minutes under what it would normally be al dente. Give it a few stirs so it's not sticking together. Our butter's melted. We're now gonna add our onions. We have diced onions. We're gonna cook these until they're translucent and soften up. Okay, so let's check our pasta. Just underdone, that's perfect. We're gonna turn that off. We're gonna retain our pasta water. And we're gonna put this out on a sheet pan to cool. We don't wanna run it under water to cool. We're gonna set this aside. Okay, so our onions is about where we want them. So we're gonna add some flour, take our roux, let that cook for a few minutes just to get that raw flour taste out. Now we'll add our canned cream, both cans. Stir, make sure all the lumps or anything's out. We're gonna add just a dash of Tabasco. That's it. I have 2 teaspoons of ground mustard dissolved in water. First, we're gonna add 4 slices of Velveeta that I cut up. And we're just gonna lay those in there until those melt. Now the reason I got block cheese tends to melt much better than the shredded cheese you buy at the store because they have anti-caking agents and things in those cheeses that it's just hard to get it to melt and adhere and bond. We're gonna add the rest of our cheese, which is cheddar, Gruyere, Gouda, and Parmesan. And we're keeping this on a low heat the whole time. See how it's starting to get thick. Thin this down here with some of our pasta water, which already has that pasta flavor in it. That's why we're using pasta water. We have our cheese is done, so we're gonna add our macaroni and fold that macaroni in. Let the gravity kind of do the work. Okay, so we're gonna take some softened butter and we're gonna cover our baking dish. We are gonna add our macaroni, some Ritz crackers that's crumbled up, just a little bit of panko. I have my oven preset at 350, and we're gonna stick this in the oven. Okay, so our mac and cheese has been in the oven now for 10 minutes. Now we are gonna turn our oven off and put it on broil on high for the last 5 minutes to get that golden crust. Okay, so we pulled our mac and cheese out. We got a beautiful golden crust color. You want to make sure you keep an eye on it because your oven might be different than mine. It might take less time. Let's let it set for about 5 minutes to congeal, and then we'll plate it up. Okay, let's give it a try. The first thing I get is that smokiness from the Gouda, the smoked Gouda, the underlying nuttiness of the Parmesan, and then that subtle sharpness of the cheddar, and that familiar taste of the classic Velveeta. Okay, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.